Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server admin tutorial, otherwise known as Bucket Tutorials. So, if you're joining me for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button down there because I do these every week. If you also have a suggestion of one you'd like to see, I got quite the backlog, but I still take suggestions. Feel free to comment that below. I'll take note of that and give you a shout out. Like this week is brought to you by Matrice? Tice. I don't even know. I probably butchered that. Sorry. But thank you for the suggestion. I love this game type on Hypixel. Just give you a shout out to that. So much fun. So this is TNT tag by PatoTheBest. So let's get into it. It's actually crazy simple to set up. I really like it. You can... I don't think you really need to do permissions, but if you want to modify those, I'll show you some of those permission nodes towards the end. But I think by default, it just kind of gets up and goes. So first thing you need to do is we need to set this arena. So we need to go through, set the lobby, set the arena, set the spectators, and then we basically kind of commit the arena by creating it towards the end. So I actually forgot I was going to create a lobby, like a temporary lobby. So what you do is once you join the game, it'll teleport you to the lobby. So let's just go ahead, just so we can see that this is actually happening. I'm just going to set this up here. So the first thing you need to do is you need to set up the lobby. So we're going to go TNT tag set up, set lobby. So that's going to temporarily save the location of the lobby, which is right there. Then the next thing we need to do is set the arena. So this is where your users are going to teleport in. So set arena. And then that is where they're going to spawn into the arena. And then we got to set the spectator. Set spec. So then this is where they're going to teleport so they can see what's going on. And then we can probably put a sign up to leave, or they could just hit the command to leave. And then the last bit, the final step to commit all of that to the plugin. So we're going to do TNT tag set. Actually, let's do, and then we do create, and then the arena name. So tutorial, if I can spell it. Tutorial. Oh man. Okay, there we go. What? Create, oh, I forgot. Arena. There we go. So set up, create arena tutorial. All right, there we go. So that's really cool. Like I said, really easy. I mean, you'll spend a lot more time making the arena. This is just for temporary. So a few of the commands you can do TNT tag join, which oh yeah, I need to do the arena name. So tutorial, and it's not going to start obviously because it's only me, and I can get out of this. But then you're going to do the TNT tag leave, and then it's going to teleport you back to where you were before. Everything is saved, which is really cool. Inventory, all that. So you can run this alongside your survival world, no problem. And then you also got TNT tag stats, which is really cool. It's going to keep track of your coins, which is a built-in currency for this plugin, players tagged, times tagged, and number of wins and all that stuff, which is really cool. And then if you're the admin, you can also then do TNT tag admin, and then you have add or remove player stuff. So if you want to do add cause for Christ, and then we're going to do coins 10. Okay, it's probably capital, or else maybe I haven't played any yet. So yeah, so it's probably not showing up because I have not played any. And then you can do TNT tag admin reset stats as well if you want to reset somebody's stats. So that's kind of cool. You can modify their stats really easily in the game. Now the last bit we're gonna do is we're gonna create a sign before we hop over to the configuration. So what you want to do is you want to set this to whatever you want. You can use colors like usual in signs, all that information in here. Click to join, tutorial. So actually, we're just going to leave that. We're going to modify. I don't think you can add those variables in here. So click to join tutorial arena. And then when we get over to the config file, that's where we're going to do it. But if you want this just pretty straight and basic, you can do this, create that, and then look at the sign and go TNT tag setup create sign tutorial. So punch any sign to create. Alright, so it's actually right click. I don't know why it says punch, because left click is punch. So right click, any sign created successfully, all that stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the config file. I'm going to show you how you can modify this sign for advanced, so you can show the max players, minimum players, and then the number of players that are already on it. So that's really cool. Let's hop over, check that out. Okay, so here we are. We're in our little server build. I have a lot of these, by the way, but anyway. Here's our server. We started it right here. We're running Spigot actually, and it works with the latest version of Spigot, which is really cool. We're going to go into our plugins, TNT tag. Now, let's take a look at this config before we hop in there. There's a couple things. You can set number of players. We're going to change this to actually 2 for testing, and then we're going to change that to 12. And then you got your speed and your TNTs. So, actually, there's... sorry guys, there's actually no explanation of what these numbers do. I think what this means is they'll have at least 4 TNT, but I don't know what the variable is. Or so if there's only 2 people, I'm guessing only 1 person would be all that. So anyway, here's the allow commands while you're in Arena, and then you can turn off your check for updates, and then you can use permissions. So by default it's set to false, so you don't really need even permissions. By default everybody will have access to what they need access to, and your ops will have access to the admin commands. But I can go through some of those admin I'm going to go through some of those admin permissions here in a moment, just so if you want to set your mods up or admin, like, so they don't need op. So anyway, what you want to do is you want to open up your signs data here. So you can also, it looks like you can modify the messages to be whatever custom if you want. If you want it to be a different language, you can modify that, which is really cool. And then, so we right click on signs, and then I'm using Notepad++, and I would highly recommend that. If you're not using a PC, there are Mac text for better than Notepad. And this just kind of sorts everything out, which is really cool. It's going to tell you where the sign is, what world it's in, and then here's the line. So what we want to do is we want to set this to be, I think we want to do players, and then that, and then max players. So theoretically, that should show how many players are in it, and then the max number of players on that arena. So let's go ahead and fire it back up and take a look. Okay, so here we are, we're back in the server, and at first it doesn't look like this works because we need to actually join the arena first. So we right click, join, and then we can do TNT tag leave. We're gonna go back, there we go. So now we can see 0 of 24, which is 0 is how many players are in it, 24 is the amount, the maximum amount, which I thought I changed, but I think because I didn't save it, it didn't actually change it. So, yep. Okay, so here we are with our little test dummy here, and we're going to show you how this sign works. So when he joins, it updates to 1 of 12, which is really cool. Then we're going to go ahead and join, and that's going to update to 2 of 12, which it's actually going to start the match here. See, you can see 2 of 12. There we go, made it. So now it's going to start. You see it's counting down 40 seconds. So I'm just going to fast forward to that, and I'll show you guys the game real quick, which it should go fast because one of us is going to have TNT and the other one won't. And I'm controlling both, so I can control the outcome of it. So we'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. I do not have the TNT, but Zen does. So let's go ahead. So you see the time counting down there, number of players. So he's going to go ahead and tag me, and now I am it. And then I'm going to tag him back, and time is 10 seconds. So I'll just have him tag me so that I'm the one that's it. And then we'll let that timer count down. See, we only got a couple seconds left. Now, I don't know why. There we go. Zen Gamer won. So now we got teleported all the way back. Didn't really do the spectator because we didn't have enough people, but that is how that works. So that's really cool. The signs is really nice. It's a little bit advanced to set up the variables, but you also have the max player variable and the min player variable. So you could even do 0/min player, so that would tell you the minimum and then the max. I've seen signs like that, but I like to keep it simple and easy to read. And that's it. Like I said, really cool, really easy, fun plugin. Have so much fun playing this game. And hopefully you guys found this tutorial helpful. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe in the gibbles below. And if you have a question, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer it. So this is Kaz from McFriends, reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless.
I'm pretty sure he's got it legit. So
yeah.
I'm a level 1 fisherman.
Oh! Run away!